You are currently on tour. How is going the tour?
Amazing. It's more than amazing, I would say. We have, I think, 5 sold-out shows out of the first 10, and all the shows were packed. Fans are crazy.
Crowds are insane.
Yeah, it's
Really good.
it's awesome. Plus the bands we tour with, we're all friends with, all those guys. Plus the music they make.
It's so one big family, basically.
Yeah, it's
Really cool.
it's going really smooth.
Yep.
How it is because you are all in quite similar music style. So how react the audience? I think that at the end of the concert they are
Yeah,
nearly
people are
dead.
probably dead by the end of the night.
But
I mean,
no, you're right.
they,
You're
they,
right.
they signed up for that. They knew what would happen.
I'm surprised that people, like when we come up, I'm like, you still want to hear more blast beats?
Yeah, like 70 minutes more of blast beats, and but that's what makes the tour even more awesome because like they still stay and want to watch the show till the end after amazing bands like that just play before us. So yeah, that's really cool.
You have a new album out. When did it come out? Not so long ago.
September 21st.
21st.
Yeah, a couple months ago.
Terror Vision.
Yeah.
Yes.
How was the writing session of the album?
Wow. Okay. So in 2017 we didn't tour as much because we were
Yeah, not
compared to
not
before
as
that.
much as we usually do.
so we
that's
could
right.
focus more on writing. So we finished, I think, basically all the songs somewhere in February, and then Sven and Kent went to Colacabo Studios, and then Ian and Stefano went to my studio so we could record guitars at my place and the drums are at their place. Went pretty smooth, to be honest.
Yeah, it was all like fast because as soon as Ken was done with the drums, we would be able to record guitar and bass, and then Sven put his vocals, and then Ken would start again. So it was all a pretty automatic cycle.
Yeah.
And like you said, that we started working on the songs for at least a year, and there's also Final Absolution. And
Final Absolution is even from 2015. It's a
Yeah.
very old song. Yeah. Very happy it came on the album. And a lot of cooking.
yeah,
So much cooking at my place. Oh,
dude,
the
yeah, all
pastas, the pizza,
cookies, yeah,
the cookies.
yeah.
Yes.
When I burned them,
Yes, you burned
Yeah.
them. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Is there a kind of concept on the album, or it's just
it's a take on communication, social media, but just media in general. It's called Terror Vision. It's a way to kind of pay tribute, like usual, to 80s horror movies, like the movie Terror Vision, but it doesn't really share the concept of that movie, also because it's like a horror/funny movie. It's more of like the title says, a vision of terror, because we constantly surrounded with terror, concepts of terror and fear, that we have an enemy out there, that we should always find someone to blame, whether it be terrorists or people from other countries, or now it's immigrants, like a couple of years ago, or members from some terrorist organization. There's always like someone to divert the audience focus, and so like Sven chose the concept, and the aborted, he treats it the aborted way with some gory and grotesque imagery, and pretty rich use of metaphors and allegory, and to try and discuss this pretty hot topic, again, the aborted way.
people in extreme metal feel concerned, but that's what is going on.
Oh, in the world and stuff?
Yeah,
What you mean,
I
like
think so.
conscious, aware of what's
Yeah.
happening? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, do you think music is a good way to make the audience concerned in your?
And okay, that way. Yes, I believe so, because in metal in general, you kind of like, if you would compare it with people who listen to pop music, kind of like the underdog. Like, my opinion is, if you're not a true metalhead, in the words of, if you don't fully went into metal before your 20s, there's a certain thing that like it sounds so cliche, but connects us. There's a certain bond with metalheads.
That's true. Like more than
and
any
a lot
other
of people,
genre.
right? And a lot of people outside metal, whatever that may mean, like don't understand it. So because you're the underdog, you also maybe kind of think different because you're going against popular thought.
I think we kind of feel united in a good way. I mean, sometimes we're just there's discrepancies in any like social groups or any forms of aggregation. But yeah, like you said, metal just makes all of us metalheads and fans just share a common goal, which is have fun and listen to pretty aggressive style music. I mean, people out there probably have, like all of us, have their problems and their stress, but they just gather and go to a show to have everyone, each one of them, fun, like equally, regardless of the gender and the age, the color of the skin, like whatever. I mean, we're all the same.
Like, you ever had like when a friend who doesn't understand metal, and they're like, well, it's just like people screaming and making noise.
My high school friends, none of them listen to metal.
But the thing is, when people say that, they're like, well, it's like I'm not going to try to bring it out in a selfish way, but I'm like, you don't understand.
That's true.
And you don't feel it.
I try to explain, but it's hard because you're like, man, we would sit hours just to practice one single riff and come up with a particular musical arrangement, or Sven will come up with some rhymes and the vocals, so it would have also some sort of musicality in what he screams. But people who don't listen to metal only just hears the external like layer, which is basically screaming and playing loud music. But deep down, it's not like that at all, and it's hard to explain to someone who doesn't really love metal.
I think one good example is to give, when we on this tour we play a song called ABORTED Makar, and there's a breakdown riff in the middle. Like, I introduce the riff, and then everything kicks in, and you see the whole crowd. They feel it.
Yeah.
They feel the groove. They get happy about like it feels.
Yeah, they react to it. You're gonna see that hopefully tonight.
and that's the thing. A lot of non-metalheads, whatever it may mean again, I think don't really understand. Like, there's a certain groove that, like, they have to double
kick. There's a bond. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Did you shoot a video for this album? Is there a video clip?
A bunch.
We did a bunch. We had Squalor Opera, which has the nice neon disco lights, which is one of my favorite visuals videos in death metal. Even if I say it myself, but
I so love that. And all the comments on YouTube, like, oh, there's too many neon lights. That's not metal.
That's my favorite.
I so like that.
When people see the videos, like, yeah, this is not death metal. Fucking 80s Miami Vice neon lights.
But everyone loves the music anyway, so who cares?
Yeah, true.
Then we have Television, the lyric video, the title track,
the Vespertine,
and the Vespertine. Yeah.
Yep.
Do you have some other projects for 2019?
Next year.
Something's cooking for sure. We'll definitely try to be and play as many festivals as possible, because we skipped that this year to play the United States. We had a first headline run in 3 years since 2015, so we didn't really play too many festivals in Europe. So definitely next year we're gonna play a bunch of them. And we're working on a few more tours, but
yeah. Then you have Hideous Divinity next year or stuff?
We just have a few shows, but not really, no tours at all. With ABORTED, we're planning a lot of stuff, so to try and keep pushing Terrorvision as much as possible, because it's still like not even a couple months it's been out, so the album would still be fresh next year to promote. I mean,
yeah. So you don't have any plan of recording?
We have ideas we can't really talk about right now, but we're definitely
see that smile on his face. You see that smile on his face?
We're definitely working on something.
He's hiding something.
I know he's hiding something. Yeah. I have a solo EP coming out next year, but ABORTED,
and this music is brilliant.
Here he goes.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna be lazy with ABORTED next year.
No, we're gonna pack next year as much as possible.
Yeah,
we feel like we're really proud of this album. We think to date, it's our most ambitious album. So we definitely want to try and play as much, music out of the third vision as possible. Like you're gonna see tonight, we play a bunch of new songs, a lot of new songs of the new album. So we'll definitely try and keep these going for next year as well.
I have a very good question for the internet.
Okay,
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You know what question this is gonna be.
Oh,
It is the question.
what you guys are gonna
No.
do for.
This should be an internet thing because we have been discussing this for 6 months.
Okay.
Are you guys ready?
Oh, jeez.
Yes. Yes, here it comes. So I'm gonna ask you and to the internet. On a global scale, so around the whole world, which song is more famous? Nothing Else Matters by Metallica or Iron Man by Black Sabbath?
What do you guys think?
I thought my reason was Nothing Else Matters
I think so.
because it's also a song that non-rock heads and non-rockers, non-metalheads also known, and it's in the top list, and it has some people gonna hate me for this, but it has way more views on YouTube, way more plays on Spotify.
That's true,
but then here we go.
But if you go out there and you just like stop a kid or any person in the streets and you just start humming the riff from Iron Man, like
I don't think so.
everyone knows it. Maybe they don't know it's Iron Man per se, like
I don't
the
think so.
song, but
No,
the riff is so
but here's the thing.
iconic,
Here's
and
the thing.
it's also
Even-
part of the soundtrack. But in the Iron Man movies,
That's right.
but
That's
it's
true.
hard to like
It's tough.
measure.
That's why I think it's a good question. But still, Nothing Else Matters is a ballad, and even every non-metalhead knows that song.
Okay, so probably kind of everyone listened to that song at least once,
You mean?
but nothing else matters.
Okay.
But I'd say that even my mom knows the riff from in Iron Man,
I don't think so.
even though maybe she never listened to that song, because those 3 notes are so iconic and classic.
Yeah, but the same goes for Nothing Else Matters. It just open strings on the guitar. Everyone can play
But
it.
That's right. That's right.
we're gonna do some research and come back next year with the official result.
One thing we did notice while we toured in the US, the majority said that Iron Man was the more popular song. But here in Europe, when you ask around, it's more toward Nothing Else
And that's
Matters.
weird, because Black Sabbath's from the UK, it's from Birmingham, England.
I know, but-
it should be the other way around.
No, but maybe European people more like ballads.
I don't know.
The
That's-
majority of the laymen. I don't know.
We're gonna find out next
Difficult.
episode.
This is a difficult question. There you go.
So do you have one last word for the audience from France?
Just merci, thank you for watching the Click Clack.
Merci les amis, je vous aime. Stefano from l'ABORTED.
Je m'appelle Mendel, je habite aux Pays-Bas. Je t'aime des Nutella, tortoise des bananes. Oui, Click Clack.
J'adore le tarte de pomme.
Oui, très bien. Je t'aime des pommes.
J'ai joué
des tartes de pommes. Oh, magnifique.
J'ai joué de là-bas dans l'ABORTED.
Oui, très bien.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
Have fun and keep listening to ABORTED.
Thank you.